Welcome, first timers and familiar faces. Or is that where you're at it? I don't know what's going on. Wait, what?
Whoa. There we go. That was
all right. Yeah, YouTube TV. Nice.
We're a professional setup here. Go for it, Jonathan.
Welcome, first timers and familiar faces, to episode 5 of the Dread Broadcast. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Tim. Together, we run the average reviews on Instagram and YouTube for a lot longer than we've been doing this.
So, yeah. From the beginning, this whole thing was about more than reviews, more than recommendations, and more than just physical media.
Though it's all of those things too.
At its heart, the Dread Broadcast is a gathering place. Think of it as an after-hours pub, a spot that appears once a month when the lights go down.
It's a place to pull up a chair, grab a drink, and talk about the month in horror. The highs, the lows, the weirds, the what's next, and everything in between.
That's the vibe. It's about community and celebrating what horror brought us in September.
And what's a pub without good company? Tonight, the table's full.
Yes. Joining us, we've got Kelsey from @SuperKickingIt and Slime and Slashers, Josh from @Horribly Opinionated, and Aaron's here repping both at Aaron's Movies 8587 and AB Horror Movies.
So you guys go ahead, say hi. Kelsey.
Hi, how you guys doing? I am Kelsey, as Jonathan so eloquently said. I'm from Slime and Slashers on YouTube, and I love talking about all things horror, whether that's horror movies, and more often than movies, I'm talking horror books. So if you want some, some suggestions for some great spooky reads, I might have you covered there. Also, nostalgia. It's my jam. It's my favorite thing in the world. If you like the 80s and 90s, you could be like my best friend. So come hang out at my channel. I'd love to have you. And thanks for having me on again, guys. I love you guys.
Oh, we love having you. All right, Josh, you can go ahead and say hi.
Yo, yes, pleasure to be back, guys. Obviously love talking horror with everyone. Still can't see myself, so I'm just assuming I'm looking really good right now. But going to plug my podcast real quick. I run a paranormal podcast called The Grave Podcast. Season 4 will be coming out the end of this month. And basically, I just interview folks about their real-life paranormal experiences. And despite the air date coming up soon, we are still interviewing. So if you or someone you know has a paranormal experience, please reach out to me. Happy to be back.
if you want.
If you want.
Yes.
I've had some discussions.
If you look into the camera, you're looking.
I can't see.
Camera 1, camera 2.
All right, Josh.
Okay, over to me. Yes.
Yeah, Aaron, go ahead and say hey.
Yeah, sure. I'll say hi quickly. Hey, everyone. Aaron here from A&B Horror Movies and Aaron's Movies 8587 on Instagram. Happy to be here again. I have some new horror movies to recommend this month. Maybe not 10 or 11 like I did before, but I do have 7 films to recommend. And happy to be back. This is going to be awesome. And I can't wait to chat with Tyler as well.
Glad to have you, Aaron. We have Jordan from the Movie Den back again.
What's going on? Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Jordan over at the Movie Den. You can find me on YouTube, mainly YouTube and Instagram. Spooky season's coming up, so it's 100% all the time horror. I angle most of my stuff that way, but it's all the way this month. So yeah, come hang out on my channel. Have a lot of fun.
Awesome. And then we have the man himself, GC.
What an intro.
Back as always.
You know, I live here, brother. I live here and I love it. But yeah, I'm GC from Face the Movies. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Letterboxd, Twitter, because I refuse to call it X. And so I have an account on TikTok that I never use. So, I mean, don't follow me there. But yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place. I love talking about books, which I got a surprise for you, Kelsey. I actually got something cool to show off.
Wow.
I recently did a video on the Tron Ares soundtrack, a little review and all that cool stuff. But doing a bunch of movies, old, new, in between. I also have a horror podcast that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's called Friday Night Fright Night. Every Friday, I release an episode with my buddy Lee. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm working on a bunch of stuff. So come by and hang out and all that jazz.
Awesome. Glad you're back. And we have our new friends with us tonight, Monster Mall Shop. So you can say hello. Welcome for joining us.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
We're Monster Mall. Find us at monstermall.com. Physical media store, Blu-ray, DVDs, mostly horror movies, but a little bit of everything.
We're excited to have our first shop with us. That's exciting for me. So thank you for being here.
All right. So we've also got David from Journey with a Cinephile.
Glad to be back. Nice seeing all of you guys. And yeah, my podcast, Journey with a Cinephile, could be found anywhere that podcasts are found. And I also do written reviews that are on my blog, horrorreview.webnode.com.
Nice. And then we've also got Bethany and Timmy from aliens.on.fire.
Hey guys. So yeah, Aliens on Fire is kind of an experience. That's what I'll say.
We have a YouTube channel. We upload 2 videos a month.
There we go. Perfect.
That's us.
Cool. All right. Welcome, guys. And then we also have Kevin from I Am Kevin Davis Official, rounding out the crew.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Kevin. I'm actually a horror writer. I write comics, and we'll get into that as the show goes on. So glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Kevin. And that's not even our headliner. That's just the panel.
Oh, yeah. Tonight we've got something special. Our guest is writer and director Tyler Russell. You know him from The Cyst. And tomorrow, the world will know him for his brand new found footage horror, The Hem.
So I didn't work it into a script, but he let me know that it is not tomorrow. It is a couple days later, right?
Hey man, Andy Films. Let's go. Let's
go. A couple days later. But we got to see The Hymn, and tonight Tyler is pulling up a chair to talk about the process, the vision, and what it takes to bring new movies into the world.
Big episode doesn't even cover it.
And don't forget, tonight we are wrapping up our Cannibal Holocaust 4K giveaway, courtesy of Monster Mall Shop. If you, there it is. If you follow the rules, following Monster Mall Shop and us on Instagram, as well as subscribed on YouTube, you are in.
But you can still snag bonus entries just by being here live. Comment here during the stream and with your Instagram handle so we know it's you.
So that's the beauty of this place. It's not just a show. It's an online pub. It's a community, and you in the audience are part of it.
So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and settle in.
Because this is the Dread broadcast, and tonight's round is a big one. Everyone raise your glass because we're about to welcome Tyler Russell.
Tyler, thanks for pulling up a chair with us tonight, buddy.
Hey guys, glad to be here. This is super cool. This is a lot of fun. This is awesome.
All right, so let's dig into The Hymn a little bit. You were kind enough to provide everybody in the panel with screeners. So I know quite a few of us got to see it. I don't know if everybody did yet, but I kind of, let's kick it off. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit for those who might not be familiar with The Cyst, or not many people have seen The Hem yet, but introduce yourself a little bit. Yeah.
Were you guys surprised that it wasn't a football movie?
Every time I Googled it, that's what I got. So
yeah, it's like Transformers and Transmorphers. You just never know. Yeah, I'm Tyler Russell. I'm a Fort Worth-based filmmaker. I'm in Texas. I've been doing it for over 15 years and working on stuff as a camera guy. And then I started doing my own stuff. So that was the Hymn is my 4th feature film, and it was a lot of fun. Cyst that came out during COVID, so that was a really weird film that it played everywhere, but we didn't get to see it in theaters or anything. So this one's nice because we've had 2 screenings already, and it's been really nice to watch it with a crowd and just to feel it again and get that energy that you need when you're a filmmaker. And so, yeah, we're all really proud of this one. This one was not easy to make, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's good. Yeah. But you said Cannibal Holocaust, and that's really funny because like that's where a big inspiration of the hymn came from with the documentary style that they did.
Yeah.
It goes back and forth. So
I love that. So I was talking to Monster Mall before this and thinking about an appropriate giveaway to do with the hymn.
Yeah.
And what better than the most notorious found footage movie ever made? So
yeah, we don't go as crazy as that movie. But, oh my god!
Honestly, thankfully, the Cannibal Holocaust was a one-time watch for me.
Yeah.
But let's get into. So I want to know a little bit more about the process of the hymn. Of making the hymn? What is the difference directing a movie like The Cyst and then a movie like a found footage film like The Hymn? I imagine the process is very different because your actors are holding cameras for found footage.
Yeah.
So that's my question.
Yeah. So the place we filmed in, it's this old preservation hall. It used to be a Methodist church. And there's a whole side of the building that no one has used for over 50 years. And so I run a ping pong club. It's a ping pong coffee. We play ping pong and drink coffee. And they were like, hey, you do movies, right? I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, you should see the other side of the building. And I was like, okay. And they open up this metal door, slide it up, and there's like stuff everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God. I mean, it's like they have left it for 100 years and not done anything with it. So as they're taking me through, I'm just like, this is like a multi-million-dollar horror film set. They've got everything here. They're not using it. And then we walk into a room where there's probably 100 old antique wedding dresses that are on 2 massive carousels. And I'm like, what do y'all do with those dresses? They're like, oh, well, we used to have weddings here, and we just have left them for theaters to use and things like that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to write a movie using that because that's insane and it's incredible. And I'm scared walking around this building. So let me bring in people that don't know this building. And that's kind of how the whole film happened. It was just like, I couldn't even walk in there by myself. And I just said, it's meant to be. So I do ping pong on Mondays. And as I'm there, I'm just kind of sitting around and looking at the place and thinking of places they can go and how's it going to work and what floors we need to go on. And there's some stuff that like, some of it was like, don't walk in that room because there's not a floor. It's just like, okay, we won't do that. But it just made a lot of sense. It was like for found footage and getting into it and watching all the stuff that's being made now. Technology's gotten better, cameras have gotten better. I'm a camera guy at heart, so I kind of understand how to put stuff together, multi-clip stuff, and use multiple cameras at the same time. I just wanted this movie to feel like they're actually in there and they're actually holding the camera, and it's not like when you watch the old Blair Witch or the new Blair Witch, it's 2 different movies. Mm-hmm. And it takes away the fun out of the old one with the new one for me. And I want that. If it's a found footage film, you want to feel like they're in danger and they're actually there, and not like, oh, let's rack focus to the background, things like that. So that's what I was interested in, was doing a found footage film that it felt real, it felt right, and you didn't know what was going to happen. So that's how the whole thing started, and then it all just kept rolling.
That's awesome. That actually answered a couple of my other questions that I have. So anybody else, you can feel free to jump in at any point. But I'm going to ask a little bit more practically on set. What's your role like for a found footage movie? Are you ducking behind corners and telling them?
Or I blew a lot of shots. So indie film. A lot of these people have worked with me before. So it was like they knew that what they were getting into, which was, Tyler's going to throw me into this thing and I'm going to have to make it work. That's mostly how it goes. I have a lot of stuff in my head. Sometimes I let it get to the actors and sometimes I don't. And the ones that have worked with me, they understand it and they get it. And they're just like, I'll say something and it'll kind of make sense. They'll go, oh yeah, okay. And then they'll figure it out. The main actress, it was her first time working with me, and that was definitely like, she was like, wait, what am I doing? Like, what? I'm holding the camera, but after the first day, everybody got it because, yeah, we had cameras strapped on people the entire time. We had people holding the camera trying to do their scenes, and they had never rehearsed it like that. The camera operator, Micah in the film, that was his first time ever touching a red camera. And yeah, I mean, it all works out. Like every shot in the movie, I feel like works, and it's not like super sloppy, and you're not going to puke watching the film.
No.
Can
confirm.
But yeah, I mean, and George Hardy has the camera on him. Judd has the camera on him. Like everybody has. The actors are double duty for sure in this film. But the caveat to all that is there's 2 iPads that show both of we use DJI Osmos in the film, and I have to take both thumbs and I have a joystick on the monitor, and so I'm trying to frame to make it look right and trying to frame the gags and trying to do that. And sometimes the cameras will just like go haywire because they're gimbals and they would just go nuts. And I was like, I just sit there and just wait until they were done and hope that something happened. So there's a lot of times when I was editing, I was just like, oh man, sure wish we had another day. We shot the movie in 7 days. So
Impressive.
That was not enough time to do this thing.
Yeah.
Definitely could have used 3 more days. But yeah, it was a lot.
Right on.
I've had a day off. You
I live
do?
in Irving. I want to go check out that location now.
Oh,
that I've
really?
seen it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, come tomorrow night.
Oh.
We're playing the movie at the location we shot at.
Oh, I'm not doing anything tomorrow night. I'm actually.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
There we go.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Appearance.
It's
Lucky.
It's Weird Wednesday. It's one of the coolest movie events that they do ever. I mean, it's so cool. Once a month they play a mystery movie, and it's all like really, really fun movies. And it's just like the best crowd you can imagine. You're also in the real Rose Chapel, and you watch a movie, and it's awesome. There's vendors everywhere, and you just feel at home every time you go there. The guy Greg runs it. He's amazing guy that loves movies. You guys would love him so much. So Jonathan, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
That is awesome, Jonathan. We need pictures. We'll get them posted.
Oh, and George Hardy will be there also.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So set up for my next question. What is it like working? I love George Hardy. I know of George Hardy. I actually first discovered George through the "Is It Worst Movie Ever Made" documentary.
Yeah.
And then I went back and watched Troll 2, and he just seems like such a genuine, awesome person. What's it like working with him? I love seeing him in this movie.
Yeah. So the first movie I ever did was called Here Comes Rusty, and it was a comedy. And George, we filmed it in Alabama. George lived in Alabama and kind of called him last minute to do a cameo. And he kind of was like, what's the movie? What's going on? I'm a dentist in real life. I don't know. And then last minute he came in, and I remember I was having a hard time with one of my actors who kept just, it was Bruce Hampton, who didn't know any of the lines in the movie, and he's the lead actor. So I was really upset. And then all of a sudden I hear, "Hey buddy," and I turn around and it's George. And I thought George was going to be 7 foot tall. And I've never seen him in real life. And I look down, I'm like, "George?" And he's like, "Hey," and he gives me a big hug and he lifts me up. And I'm like, okay, this guy's going to be a lot of fun. So out of that entire movie, I mean, the day when we had George, the entire cast and crew and everybody around, just, they had smiles on their faces. He was the nicest guy. He was working hard. He was thanking everybody. He was asking everybody what they were doing. And I was just like, man, it's a lot of fun to be working with these cool actors and these really talented people. I was like, but if you can work with people that feel like family, that's way more important, and that's what I'm going to take doing my career and what I want to do. And so I would choose George every movie, and that's what I've done. So yeah, I love George to death, and he is so much fun to work with. And you can talk to anybody that has worked with that man, and they will tell you exactly the same.
All right, I've asked a bunch of questions. Others can hop in here.
Tyler,
I have a question about Cyst and the Hem. So now that you've done, first of all, I love this film. The special effects in this are fantastic. If you're watching and you haven't seen Cyst, I mean, look at that cover alone. Definitely check out this film. I'm a huge fan. And the Hem was just awesome too. So my question is, now that you've done a found footage style versus a scripted cinematic format film, what is your preference for format, and what would you say was the most difficult? I guess the most rewarding of each.
I mean, this one was it was a much smaller crew and a shorter timeline. So I think I'm more proud of this movie because of the amount of work it was, and I feel like I can see every single person on the crew's work that they did. And you guys aren't going to see that, but I can see like every little thing that day that person said, do this instead of that, or put this on the wall, or instead of the ghost going this way, make it go this way. Like that's the kind of stuff where we had our cast and crew screening 2 days ago, and like everybody was just like so happy, and just to see everybody take ownership of the film. That's what I want to make. That's the kind of movies I want to make. The Cyst experience was definitely a lot different. It was, we were going to go shoot in Texas, and then the location pulled out. Then we were going to go shoot in Oklahoma, and then a Matt Damon movie or some big ass movie came in and took all the crew. Then we had to go to Baltimore.
Not cool. Not cool, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. I was like, holy shit, Baltimore, this is crazy. And every morning you wake up, there was gunshots everywhere. And it was like, what am I doing here? And the movie's great, and the experience is great, but to be able to work in a location that's 10 minutes away from your house is definitely what I want to do. So my answer to that is it's kind of the whole experience for me. I'm proud of every movie I've done, but this one feels right, and it's the direction I want to go, which is do a grounded film, make it better every time, get it out there, and go on to the next one. And that's the plan. We're not going to take 2-3 years to make a movie now. We're going to make 1, 2, 3 films a year, and everybody's going to get better, and the films are going to be higher quality every time. And we might change a little bit. The next one might be more straight narrative, but we might go back and do a prequel for the Hem, because that's in the plans. So,
yeah. Awesome. Well, congratulations on the Hem, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thanks, Ian.
Very exciting. Yes.
Yeah, they should have left Matt Damon on Mars. They should have not saved Private Ryan. But Tyler, I wanted to ask you about the scares, because I know a movie that I've talked about a lot called As Above, So Below. They did this technique where
every episode, every episode,
every single.
Do you see
one.
waits for moments to have you heard of As Above, So Below?
have you seen it?
That's one of the films that I definitely was watching really close for this film. That's the one that got me really excited, honestly, about found footage films. That one, I could not believe the story of the catacombs and all this stuff. It's insane.
Dude, you're just sweet talking me now. So and then watching that movie, like their technique was some of the scares, they didn't tell the actors that they were going to do that. It was authentic. Did you incorporate that in your film at all, or what did they know?
Not by design, but George Hardy and Judd Lormond, the cops in the film, they end up going to the building, not to spoil the movie, but they're there, and all that's real. These guys were pissed at me. They were not happy, because we're walking around that building at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, and they were like, die, right! I mean, you couldn't see anything. All I had was a flashlight. And there's one part where Judd he does bust his ass in the film.
Oh no!
And that's in the film, and it's awesome. But it's just stuff like that where it's like, hey, keep it real. Don't think about it. throw the script out, go with it. And that's what we did every day. And yeah, we were all scared to be in there. That building is creepy as shit.
Dude, those wedding dresses, are you kidding me? Like, if that's
Oh, yeah.
it's insane to find a gold mine like that where everything is authentic and real and you don't have to do anything, and it's just there's a chance. I mean, you guys probably filmed the ghost and didn't even notice. You got a clip somewhere, man. I mean, who knows?
I was gonna ask if the wedding dresses were like part of the script before. Was it part of the location? Then you answered that right away. To have that there, like the story starts to write itself, basically.
Mhm.
How did you move into the story based on the location? Was it just like, hey, I have all these pieces and this is how it fits?
Yeah, I mean, it was like I really wish I had this, and then it would appear, and then hey, I wish there was like some old crazy creepy photos, and they're like, oh hey, do you want to come see these old creepy photos? Yeah. Can I use them? Yeah, use whatever you want. Hey, do you like the Office had that preacher sign in the film? And I was like, can I pull that down? They're like, yeah, that's real. And I was like, okay, let me move it up there. So yeah, it's a lot of that. We moved a lot. We did build a lot of stuff. Obviously, there's no real wedding dress thing that I don't want to say out loud. But yeah, we built a lot, but we used a lot of the things that were in the building. And that's like the approach that I'm going to take moving forward and making movies is, I mean, make it real, make it feel good. Like, don't change it. Don't try to make something that's not, I mean, we don't have $1 million to do a movie, so we're going to make the best we can. And we're going to try all the way, and we're going to make some crazy effects with no money and have some crazy costumes with no money. And that's what we want to do. So, yeah.
I love that.
Right on. We do have a question in the chat from a friend of the average, my buddy Rook. Here's Violet Rook, asking, what inspires the scares that go into your films? Have you always been drawn to horror, or is there some key event that brought you into the chilling world of blood and guts and fear?
I mean, ghosts are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah. Like, I did an outdoor TV show during COVID, and there were a lot of times where it was like, me by myself in the middle of nowhere filming across, in some other state that I'm not familiar with. I was like Montana or Kansas or something, and I don't care about hunting at all. I don't ever want to do it again. But yeah, there were times where I was like, something crazy could happen and I would just be so screwed. And I think it's like stuff like that. Just like I wrote down a lot of stories when I was out there just sitting around doing nothing, because that's what you do all day basically, is you just sit there with the camera and then you press record and you turn it off. So yeah, I definitely think there were a lot of moments like that. But also, man, watching movies. I mean, I hate when there's like a POV shot and they're turning and I'm just like, God, I don't want to see what it is. I don't want to see going to a haunted house and walking around. And it's just stuff like that. Like before the movie, I went with George to a haunted house, which was a lot of fun. And there was a closet where you would walk into it, and it was a narrow closet, and it got more narrow and more narrow and more narrow. And then there would be people like grabbing you from the other side of the clothes in the haunted house. I was like, that would be creepy in a movie. It's just stuff like that where you look at the space and you're like, something's going to happen here. Like, I wish we had more scares in our film, personally. And I think that's what I'll take away from this is like, I was scared to do too much. And now that I watched it, I'm like, yeah, we probably could have done like a bunch more and it would have been fine.
All right. We got time for one more. Somebody have one more question for him?
There's one in the chat.
I was going to echo that one if no one did.
Go for it.
So the question in the chat, has anything scary ever taken place at a location or while you're scouting a location? And that was kind of, I was going to piggyback that on my own question of, this place looked like it was haunted. Did you experience anything there? All of this stuff was there. Mm-hmm. Was there anything bizarre going on while filming?
Yeah, like I said, every time I would open the door and I was like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be inspired, I would close that door so fast. I mean, just like, if you can imagine that dark hallway and it's just like real quiet or you hear something, because they had like possums in there and they had rats and stuff running around, and then sometimes there's like homeless people walking around outside, and so there was all kinds of stuff going on. I was like, I sure would hate to find some crazy homeless guy in here, and I would probably pee myself. But one of the guys that worked there, he was telling me all kinds of stories. He was like, I'll just sit in the office and then I'll hear some preacher preaching. I was like, Jesus. He's like, I'd hear an old radio, I'd hear kids running around. Everybody had stories. Everybody that works there has said it's haunted. Everybody's don't go there alone. Except for Jonathan, who's going there tomorrow, and nobody's going to be there, and we're going to lock him in, and we're going to make another found footage film.
Hey!
It'll be a live stream. Have a live stream.
There you go.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Trapped influencer. Oh no. Oh.
All right. Well, Tyler, I think that wraps it up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting us see the Hem.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't ask you guys. What do you guys think?
I thought it was a good movie.
Were you scared?
I'm not a big found footage horror guy, as Tim knows. We did an episode about the Blair Witch Project, and I hated that movie.
He's gonna get crucified
for this.
No.
But I've been watching some other stuff lately. I even guest hosted with Aaron for an episode about Tahoe Joe 3 villain.
That was awesome.
And I actually enjoyed that after watching all three of those films, and so that kind of helped ease me into being able to enjoy your film, The Hem, a lot more. And I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
dude, the bone sticking out out of the leg.
Yeah,
that was gnarly, man. When I saw that, I was like, "What the hell? What the hell, Tyler?"
It's not going to be doing gymnastics anytime soon,
dude. No, it was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. I was very captivated by the history.
Yes,
it really sucked, man. Because again, we were talking about that other movie. It's like the history aspect. Damn, that's so cool. This is real. And then you telling us, this place addresses were real and all that. It just makes it so much more fascinating. I love the creativity with the cameras and with the little DJIs. I was wondering, I wonder if he used those throughout the recording, or if they were just kind of, used by the actors as they're filming a documentary. So that was very interesting. But dude, you did an awesome job, man.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching it. I appreciate it.
And who knew getting lost in a sea of wedding dresses, no spoilers, could be so scary. I will leave it at that.
That smells
it's not
so
like
bad.
The Friends episode. That makes it even more terrifying.
Thank you guys for this. I appreciate it. And
yeah,
it's a pleasure to meet you, and I'll be following along.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Do you want to tell people when it is officially going to be ready? Do you know?
It'll be on this month, and I'll give a heads up if you follow Howdy Films Instagram. We'll have it all there, and then also just The Hem. If you keep looking for it, it'll be on basically everything but Netflix. It'll be out this month. Give me 2 weeks, guys. Give me 2 weeks. That sucker out there.
All right, we can do that. That's still plenty of time for Halloween. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for letting us see your movie.
All right, guys.
All right,
cool.
thank you.
See you tomorrow.
On to the next one.
Yep. All right, and we are going to kick off.
Jonathan, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We are going to kick off our official segment. David, I'm going to have you go first since you're returning. You have done this before. Okay. So I'm going to put you on the spot because then we have the team of Aliens on Fire and Kevin. So we'll go in that order so we know who is up. But David, let's see what you got for us, bud.
Okay. Well, since we kind of talked in the pre-chat there that there's a third one that I'm going to throw in here as well. I will start off with the one that's already out, and that is going to be The Long Walk. So I did see this one actually on the opening night because I have read the novel, and I was a big fan. So seeing that they were going to make a movie about a book that I wasn't fully sure if you could actually adapt and something like this was definitely kind of an interesting thing to check out. So what I will say is this is actually Stephen King under his pseudonym of Richard Bachman. So this is actually, it's kind of a similar, it's alternate America, but it's a little bit dystopian because there was a civil war that has caused, it seems like the fascist regime is the one who won. And so a way that they're going to kind of try to inspire people to be better and to try to kind of get the national pride back is they do a game where it is this version of it. They have one male from each state is going to embark on this long walk, and the last person standing, however long it takes, is going to be the winner. So what this really does well is the acting, is that we have, actually, surprisingly enough, the lead character is, I can't think of what his first name is, but it's Philip Seymour Hoffman's son is playing the main character of Garrity. And he actually befriends, the android from Alien Romulus is the other character that they kind of become friends. And this does a really good job at developing their characters and developing kind of the banter. And then as things kind of go on, it definitely is kind of interesting with seeing how they help each other, even though you probably shouldn't, because the more you help them, the more you're hurting yourself. And so I end up really just kind of enjoying that. And the Violet Rook, actually, the Hunger Walk is funny because I'm pretty sure the director of this is the guy who did at least 3 of the Hunger Games movies. So definitely kind of in the same vein and the same type of style here. So I actually really enjoyed this one. I would recommend it. I know, Tim, you were saying how you were avoiding this in the theater because of how depressing it can be.
Yeah.
That is a great way to kind of describe this, just because it's really about the physical and mental toll this walk has on each of the characters and kind of seeing how long they can kind of survive as they go along. Did anybody else see this one, or am I the only one right now?
I saw it.
Nope, I saw it.
Haven't seen it yet.
Tearjerker. At
Not
times.
yet.
Yes, I would
See-
agree on that one.
Tearjerker is why I want to wait till I'm at home.
Exactly.
I'll cry into my Kleenex at home. Thank you.
Just cry in public, Tim, like the rest of us.
I do cry in public sometimes, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood, and I'm not in the mood right now. So
Be a public weeper.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll watch it again. Do you guys think it's rewatch material? I don't know. Going through all that again, it's kind of.
I like to torture
a lot.
myself, so I probably will at some point. I'm going to try to rewatch it for my end of year list, just kind of see where I sit on it, but not one that I would watch regularly, though, just because of that depressing feeling it brings.
No, I don't really have anything for anyone, but I've heard that it's different from the book from the movie, so that's why I haven't gone to see it, because
Okay,
it does differ so dramatically. Do you feel like it was still a good ending?
Yeah, I do. I don't necessarily know if that's the route I would have went, but actually interesting enough too, and I'm thinking about it, the writer is J.T. Molnar, who did Strange Darling, so I think it is a different ending, and I think it kind of works for some of the stuff that they build in the film that I think is different from the book. All right, well then I will go on to the next one that is going to be coming out, I believe, this Friday, and that is going to be Coyotes. And this one I would say is a little bit more fun because this actually stars Justin Long and Kate Bosworth as our married couple that are living in the Hollywood Hills when a wildfire breaks out and they are attacked by coyotes. So this one, the best way I can describe this is if you take Crawl, take it out of Florida, put it in California, sub in, instead of a hurricane, the wildfires, and then having these coyotes instead of the alligators is kind of the best way to describe this.
okay.
Because there's a lot of comedy in this one, and I'm not always the biggest horror comedy fan, but how they kind of incorporate it, it's not over the top. They do a lot of things where it's like wordplay. I can actually kind of see some of the stuff, the banter between the married couple is things my wife and I would say, where it's highly sarcastic and just poking things that we know that we did something stupid or we did something wrong, and that kind of plays out like that. And they also have this weird neighbor who borderline feels like he might be a drug dealer, and he hires a prostitute to come out there, and it's Brittany Allen. And I should actually say here, now I'm thinking about it, the director is Colin Minahan of the Butcher Brothers.
Okay.
So this is this one I had a lot of fun with it. It's I'm actually surprised that the CGI for the coyotes is as good as it looks. There's some issues where like it's going to be hard to do whatever you can when you truly focus on them, but this does go brutal at times, and I think it plays well with these elements to make it kind of an enjoyable watch. And then, actually, kind of sticking with a similar theme here with the type of animal here. The last one I'll kind of briefly talk about is Good Boy. I got to see this one as well. And this one is, for those that don't know, is a owner takes him and his dog out to his grandfather's house. His house is dilapidated. It's fallen apart. And actually, the grandfather's played by Larry Fessenden. And there's something wrong with him. And his dog is kind of concerned, but there are like ghosts or something at play here. And what I find interesting here is this is mostly told from, not necessarily told from, but you're getting the point of view from the dog. So you have a lot of low angles. And what also makes it kind of interesting is the dialogue gets muffled at times. And I think a lot of that is because of that we are following the perspective of the animal. And that kind of actually made for an interesting thing where I don't think necessarily what you're hearing is overly important, but that does fill in little things with how what is kind of going on here might be mirroring what happened to his grandfather. And there's just little things that this dog ends up finding that kind of intrigue me. I don't necessarily know if it works outside of just being an excellent concept, but this is one I would definitely say is worth a watch. And it does kind of tug at the heartstrings here, especially with just seeing how much this animal loves the owner. And I actually was reading up today about it. This is actually the director's real dog, and it took them something like 400 days to film this over 3 years because his main character was a dog, and it was a struggle sometimes to get the scenes to work right. So
that's some dedication right there.
That's
4
what I kind of
years.
thought too. Yeah, but I mean the dog was excellent, so I will give him credit.
This I want to go spoiler territory on this one, but I think it's one that like most people want to know. I think the internet had to confirm it already. I refuse to see this movie if the dog dies. I'm just saying that now. I'm not going to watch it. I will not watch this movie if the dog dies.
I will say is that you should be safe.
Oh, should be safe. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. Sorry for those of you who are out there like really wanting to hang on that suspense, you sick people. No, I needed to know that the dog survived. So now
Don't watch Cujo.
I can't.
No, definitely.
I can't watch Cujo. I can't watch because I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't watch dog movies. I don't watch Old Yeller. Like I don't watch
Children can die, but animals can't die.
I don't disagree.
Sorry, I was kidding, but you know.
Damn Tim.
When it
I will
comes to
say
movies,
my wife is not allowed to watch Fox and the Hound from her childhood because of how much that traumatized her.
she's not a. I don't want to. I saw it as a child, and I never want to see it again.
Her parents have told me, like, yeah, she is not allowed to watch that because of how much it messes her up. So I was like, okay, well, good to know.
Yeah, I will.
I will start crying about it now if we start talking about Fox and the Hound too much. I just can't do it. I'm a dog guy. Well, all right, David, that was all you had for us, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Okay. Thank you so much. And then I believe I said the Aliens on Fire team, you are up next, right?
If you say so.
Yeah.
You're the boss this time.
Let me figure this out.
All right. Hey. I think that we finally we were having a lot of technical difficulties. I think if we can finally hear you guys and hopefully you can see us.
Perfect.
Oh my God. That was so embarrassing.
You point right at me when you say technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
All my fault.
He is an embodiment of a technical difficulty right here.
And you're just a difficulty.
This is great.
I'm not going to deny it.
No, we know what we are. Welcome to the train wreck.
Hi.
Yeah,
You have joined the shit show. Congratulations. You invited us, so here you are.
I did because I find your videos wildly entertaining and your commentary on movies is endlessly fascinating. So I wanted to have you out.
Well, thank you very much for having us. We appreciate it. All right. So, movies that we've seen in September, right? That we're streaming in September.
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about from September, go for it. Yep.
Yeah. So, I have to admit, of all the months, I usually try to watch a new movie like every other day. But this month I was in an accident and he was actually treating my wounds. And so I had like a lot of like downtime that I didn't watch movies.
Yeah,
but
we skipped the whole night just to dress wounds and clean
up.
He
actually did, and he did a really good job.
Yeah.
I think that I'm doing pretty good.
The flesh isn't sticking to our clothing anymore, so we're like,
September was a crazy month for us. I'm
This
just
episode-
gonna say that.
This episode leans into body horror a little bit. We got
There
some
we go.
pussy flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My least favorite genre.
Yes.
Fuck the substance. Anyways.
But what's
but-
one of your favorite genres? Segue.
What is? Oh, well, found footage.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I did watch a movie this month that I liked. It was a movie.
Sure.
It was called Shadows of Bigfoot.
Ooh.
Has anybody heard of it?
No.
Yes.
I love Bigfoot though. so.
I'm guessing from the silence, either you haven't heard of it or you just hated it. But
I've seen it.
anyways,
I'm friends with the
no,
people.
I thought Shadows of Big. Oh, what's up?
I've seen the movie. I'm friends with the people.
Can't
who
hear
did it.
anything.
Nice.
Oh. Kevin said he's.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm so sorry, guys. We can't.
We've got a
hear
delay. Is
anybody.
all. We can
can't
hear
hear
them. It's just a little bit of a delay.
Anyways, no, I did get to watch that movie and I really enjoyed it. I especially liked like all the different characters that were in it, because going into it, it's like there's this couple and they're trying to figure out they're trying to get an interview with this guy that supposedly murdered his wife, but he says that it's Bigfoot. And I don't want to like give anything away or whatever, but they meet all these characters in the woods, and I just found that so fascinating. I didn't know who they were going to run into next. It was like this one guy that they were like, oh, he's like turned around, like, oh, let's just like approach him, which they have way more guts than I do, because I would not be doing that. But anyways, I really enjoyed that movie, and that was honestly, I can say, the only movie that was like streaming in September that I got to actually watch.
Because we're both about somewhere between 80 and 110 years old, because we are terrible at keeping up with trends. Our channel's mostly either old movies or bad movies or movies that are really obscure and should be because they are so bad. I think even the Bigfoot thing, she got onto that just because we watched Suburban Sasquatch earlier in the month, and
Yes.
you got in a Sasquatch.
But I love anything Bigfoot. I'm gonna watch it. Like, I almost called it the Last Shadows of Bigfoot because I saw the lost tapes.
Oh,
So.
but the only thing that I even know that started streaming this month was Superman, which I'm not going to watch.
That's not a fucking horror movie.
I know, but look. I have an interesting point to make about Superman, because I love the old 1930s horrors. Like, I love the Universal monsters and everything.
Yeah.
And hopefully this shows up on camera. This A little. Oh, my ring.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I see it.
You can't tell me that that's a coincidence. They did that on purpose.
That was on purpose.
They're ripping off. So that's the only thing horror related streaming this. But we watched, what we did do this month was we on our channel we watched like you know how Steamboat Willie went into the public domain and people made like 500 horror movies based on it.
Yes.
We watched as many of them as we could. Turns out there's only like 5 or 6 of them that have even really been released.
But they're all gonna have sequels and obviously
it's never gonna stop. And that was kind of like in the trenches of the deepest, darkest bowels of the streaming nightmare. So that's what we did this month.
We literally stayed up all night, and we watched all of these movies. And
in one night.
Except for 40 minutes of the last one because I had to continue on.
It was
to the
2 hours long.
So I guess it's like horror movies sometimes fall under that. Like, is it going to be like bad or good? Usually.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
But that's like 5 whole movies that we could. So let's just tell them about the ones we liked.
Okay.
Right? Like, so, because I think Mouse of Horrors.
Oh, out of those?
Yeah, because Mouse of Horrors was the worst, but the best worst. And then I think I Heart Willie was
I Heart Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like body horror.
I Heart Willie is the only one that I feel like was actually a horror movie that could stand on its own without the gimmick, and it also leaned into the gimmick pretty well. It's sort of just like the Hostel meets Mickey Mouse.
Disney.
Yeah. So it's just like it's lots of torture porn and some bad acting, some good acting, really good. I hesitate to say twist, but plot development where
something that you're not expecting.
Yeah, and it's lovely if you love horror. It just kicks into another gear about halfway through.
Plus, he compares me to
the sickest. Anytime somebody's extremely sick in a movie,
woman. We do have a sick dynamic.
We do have a sick dynamic.
That is one of our reviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it. I mean, it bumps along kind of in the so bad it's good territory because there's just things like they're all YouTubers doing urban exploration and they never have a camera, or there's stuff like a guy's there to exterminate mice but he's got bug killer on him, just stuff like that you're but it
was enjoyable.
It was super. Yeah,
I think everybody in this chat can appreciate something that maybe it's not the best movie you've ever seen in your life, but it is enjoyable and it has its charm, and I think that's what
and
made the movie good.
When it's not being so bad it's good. It's just kind of just entertaining horror. So we would recommend how do they do that? What is I don't even know. I Heart Willie.
Let's do one together.
Oh yay! I Heart Willie.
There we go.
And the other one was how I do it wrong every time. Bethany's made the title. The one about the amusement park that was made in the UK.
Steamboat Massacre?
No, don't watch Steamboat Massacre. It's so bad. If you go,
you're blowing out their mics.
I'm sorry. If you guys have a surgery,
or our mics.
If you guys have a surgery coming up, then you can use Steamboat Massacre as an anesthetic. But Mouse of Horrors, yes, that's the one you liked because of Mr.
Ballet Mouse.
Yes, tell them about Mouse of Horrors.
I don't want to. Well, you have to really put on the subtitles because you can't hear what anybody is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Are they British?
Yeah, that's the one that's in Liverpool.
Liverpool. Okay, so you need the subtitles regardless.
and the automatic subtitles also broke while we were watching it because the audio is so bad. It's amazing. It's amazing.
So what happens? Okay, I'm going to throw salt in your eye right now.
Okay, yeah. I'll do it. Yeah. No.
However, if I'm talking...
It'll be awesome. So yeah, that's our imitation of the audio problems in the movie. Also, sound effect. The feet are like ka-kunk, ka-kunk, ka-kunk instead of
I did the best one.
Yeah, but it's and it'll be the same sound effect anytime somebody has feet. But yeah, it's the joy of that movie is the mouse killer guy. Spoiler for all of these Steamboat Willie things.
Are we doing spoiler-free reviews? Because I don't think
We're
that.
trying, but this is
trying.
no. But this is I'm joking.
It's
Spoiler.
okay.
They are all silent mouse killer in a mask. It's just Mike Myers mixed. They all do that. So, but this one, he like has this beautiful old coat on, and he does this like ridiculous Joker-esque ballet through the whole thing while he's trying to be creepy.
And doing this.
Yes, and doing that. Winnie the Pooh shows up for no reason.
And gets eaten by a shark.
Oh,
Spoiler. But yeah, like if you
I don't know if it was a shark or
if
not.
you want to see some primo like hit post type cinema, Mouse of Horrors, 100% recommended. Watch with friends, and turn the volume way up.
And booze
Yeah, booze help too.
or drugs.
Awesome. I didn't know.
Yeah, I
didn't know there were
we
that
could
many.
recommend right now.
I didn't know there were that many of the Steamboat
Oh, yeah.
Willie movies. I thought there was one. So you have.
So we kind of went off the rails there. But
That
Were
is.
we on
that
the?
is
Yeah, no.
all right.
There's at least 5 of them, and every one of them ends with a teaser for a sequel.
Oh.
So we will be back.
We'll be back next year. We'll probably kill ourselves after watching the sequel, but we'll be back.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for that. I do the one. I'm not sure which one. You said so many names, but I do want to check out a couple of them at least. So I'll have to go
I
back
Heart
and listen
Willie,
to the
Mouse of Horrors.
I Heart Willie.
Let
That's
him
it.
talk. Let him talk.
No, that's it. I Heart Willie. That was the one. That was the one.
He's usually chained up underneath my desk. He's not allowed to talk. He
I'll
just
go
edits
back.
the videos. Get underneath the desk.
Ooh, spicy.
Jesus Christ, dude. When your assistant is just what
Taking
the
your
hell
spot.
was that?
Taking your spot. Well, now it is Kevin's turn.
What's up?
Now it is Kevin's turn. Kevin, you were going to talk to us about. What was it?
The Conjuring: The Last Rites.
Yeah, tell us about Conjuring: The Last Rites. Your official. Well, you got a lot more than just Conjuring: Last Rites going on. You can tell us about what you've got going on as well.
Okay, so Conjuring: The Last Rites is like my most recent movie I've seen in a while because it's been a very busy month.
Kevin has his hands in like 50 different pots at least. You're always doing something, dude.
Probably
Yeah.
100 by now. But I finally got a break to go to the theater and see The Conjuring: The Last Rites. I've heard so many reviews about it, mostly negative. So I don't go into movies with expectations. So I was like, let's check this out, see what's everybody talking about. And as soon as I went to it, watched it, I understood the negativity because it did feel slow, but I understood why it was slow because there was a lot of story they was putting in this one movie, and I feel like it did take too long to get to the family where they're trying to save, and I feel like they didn't really execute that really well like the first 2 movies did. I'll still recommend it for for everybody else to see it for themselves to get their own experience on it. But for me, I still had a good time because I always love movies with storytelling. Was it the best? No, it was definitely not. The first 2 is still the best for me. And going off what Tim said about all my things going on, this month I actually printed 2 of my magazines. There's a lifestyle horror comic culture magazines. I actually have the physical versions right here if you can see it a little bit. Yeah, you can't see it.
I see your cartoon version. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Yeah, tell us about those magazines.
Here we go.
There we go.
Jumps.
There we go. Yeah. So this is issue 1.
Very cool.
So my magazine is I interview creators, talk about their projects, like basically try to market them a bit, like to get their word out about what they do. And I feature horror comics that I write. Here's actually an example of it. One of my comics. That's in the magazine.
Whoa.
And if you're a zombie fan, of course, I write zombie comics as well.
That is awesome.
Dude, that's awesome.
And this is actually issue 2 that I just brought up as well. And I also have like science fiction horror comics in like a manga style too. And
Cool.
like I mentioned earlier in the show, I write comics, I write horror stories, and I really love doing it because I found out that's actually my strong suit. Um, and I started writing horror because when I have nightmares, I tend to write a story. That's the fun of it. Especially one time I had a nightmare about a doll trying to basically kill me in my bed. And so, of course, I wrote that into a story, and that's coming soon down the line.
Yeah, that'd do it. No thanks.
I would recommend.
Yeah.
I recommend a song for you to check out, Kevin. It's called "Ding Ding Doll" by Insane Clown Posse. It kind of follows that theme of a really twisted doll that's trying to kill you. It's actually a pretty awesome track. So
Listen
check
to
that
it
out.
right before you go to bed.
Yeah,
It should.
there you go.
It should.
Enhance your dream writing power.
Yeah, dreams would be great.
Kevin, how can we get your comics?
Yeah, tell us about that.
How can we pick up
You
copies?
you can go to kevinside.com. You can see all my stuff there in one spot. My magazines, my comics, and you can and just learn about what I do. And I also have my podcast on my website called the Kelvin Network, where I interview creators and just have fun and talk about anything. It's an open platform. You can cuss your tail off, just have fun. You can be drunk as I like here. It's an open platform.
I saw you recently had some interviews with comic book artists, and are they the artists you work with on your stuff, or just others that you've met through doing this?
Bit of both.
Bit of both.
Because some of them I reach out to do a cover from me. Some do like interior art and cover. And some actually do my logos actually.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
So it's a mixture of both.
Hey, superhero comics are in a rut right now, but horror comics have been fantastic for like the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So horror comics are popping off. All right.
I don't plan on really writing superhero comics. I'm mostly on the fantasy, science fiction, horror side.
Yeah.
But I actually do write a superhero comic for somebody else, so it's not from my universe. So yeah.
Awesome.
I can't talk about her comic yet because that's legal stuff I can't talk about. So yeah.
All right, we won't ask then. All right, Kevin, is that what you've got for us tonight?
Yeah. I'll
Awesome.
see you next time when I have more movies to watch.
Yeah, awesome. But thank you for coming out and telling us a little bit more about your comics and your magazines. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you guys.
And then we've got Aaron. I believe you are next up on my list. I'm following my order
Excellent.
this time. I'm not going to.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you you're up.
This is going to be fun. And actually, we're going to switch it up a little bit because Josh and I are going to present the Curio. Is it still the Curio cabinet?
Yeah.
Together. So we're going to alternate some titles and suggestions and make it hopefully a little bit more interesting.
Well, let me see.
First-
I want to see if I can get both of your faces up there together. Just you can go ahead. We might just see something.
Just keep Aaron up. He's more handsome.
Okay, yes. So the first film we're going to talk about is The Man with the Black Umbrella. If you're a fan of Ricky Umberger, this is his brand new film. He did the Fear Footage trilogy. He also did Project Eerie. And there's a segment in Project Eerie with The Man with the Black Umbrella. And he's basically extended it to a full feature-length film. It's a bit of a slow burn, but just like all of Ricky's other films, the final act is absolutely terrifying. He is a genius when it comes to creating scary settings, jump scares. Oh my gosh, I was completely floored. And if you're into physical media, I believe the Blu-ray has sold out, but just like his previous editions, he included some extra items. So there's like a case file that came with the movie. It says 818 Hilltop Drive at the top, and you have some investigative materials in the folder, which is so cool. And there's more. Inside there's a sticker of the Man with the Black Umbrella. Check that out. How awesome is that?
Damn, that's cool.
And there is I think it's, hold on, person of interest looking for the man with the black umbrella. So if you can get your hands on a copy of the Blu-ray, it's a fantastic film. And actually, that reminds me, I am going to be doing a giveaway of the Blu-ray because I think it's sold out. I'll be partnering with Ricky on that. So stay tuned for a giveaway if you want to get your hands on the Blu-ray. And I will stop talking, Josh, and let you jump in and say your thoughts about the man with the black umbrella.
No, yeah, I absolutely agree with everything you just said. And Ricky, like you said, he's just like a master with not only scares, but like I feel like jump scares in particular. For anyone who doesn't know, this film is basically about this guy who starts investigating the death of his sister and her husband. They get brutally murdered, and he starts digging into what actually happened. The cops aren't doing anything about it, and he stumbles onto this like really interesting mythological urban legend type of guy, the man with the black umbrella. And I think he did a really good job of incorporating a lot of interesting little tidbits into that, where like I don't even know if it's a real urban legend or not, but the way he presents it makes it feel real. And again, obviously it's found footage, so it does have that kind of realistic feel to it anyway. But the scares in this are absolutely tremendous, and if you're a fan of the fear footage or Project Eerie, like he keeps basically the same structure throughout this one. So Man with the Black Umbrella, if you like any of Ricky's earlier stuff, you're gonna love Man with the Black Umbrella. Absolutely.
The marketing for this movie has been awesome. Just the initial reels people were doing, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he did a great job marketing and like sending out clips of stuff and pictures and being like, "We're gonna make this real." So that was definitely cool to see what he's been doing with it. And apparently he's got more stuff coming up too. So I'm looking forward to more.
His fifth movie, and I actually had the opportunity to sit down with him recently, and that interview is going to post Friday afternoon. So stay tuned for that. And
Aaron, do you want to,
Josh? Do you want to jump in, or do you want me to go?
I'll hop on. I'm going to do per usual. I got a list of YouTube shorts and then some features. So like Aaron said, we're going to switch back and forth. But I'll start with the first short. It's called, forgive me if I'm butchering this, Ora Vuelvo. It's a Spanish film. I found it on Final Girl YouTube channel. It's just over 10 minutes long, so not a big to-do to watch. But essentially, this young girl and her mom are in their apartment. And then they're just, it seems like a normal night. It's like dusk. And the mother goes out to get groceries for dinner, and the girl's sitting there watching TV. Time passes, she realizes her mom's not back, and she kind of gets worried. So she starts to like go to the door to like see if she's there. No one's there, and she comes back, and then she hears her mother on the other side of the door. But it's one of those voices where like it sounds like her mom, but it's not. And then she starts getting threats from the voice on the other side of the door, basically saying like, "Oh, you're not going to let me in. I'm going to come through the window." And she realizes or remembers that she left the window open in the living room. And she turns, and that's all I'm going to give you because basically the end of the movie or the short happens. But this, I was very, very impressed. The production value on it is incredible. The camera work and cinematography, there's a lot of like weird, twisty, running down hall shots, which they kind of slow it all down and speed it up. So there's just this element of like supreme tension throughout the entire thing. Just a very and the sound design. It almost had like this insidious feel to it. It was like very jarring and abrasive, which only added to this like very like stressful situation. So Ora Vuelo, Final Girl YouTube channel. Like I said, only 10 minutes and definitely worth your time. Aaron?
Cool. Back to me. I'll have to check that out. So the next film I'm going to talk about is called Kombucha. So if you like the kombucha drink, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if you like it, you might like this film because it's basically about a company that develops a drink that makes its employees work themselves to death. So they become so dedicated to the company that they will work nonstop. It kind of feels like an Outer Limits, Twilight Zone kind of film. The cast is fantastic. It's directed by Jake Myers. And there's an ending with some creature features and some really cool special effects, and I didn't expect the ending. So be on the lookout for Kombucha. I'm not sure if it's streaming yet, but I really enjoyed that one. So add that one to your list. And I was going to talk about Coyotes, but David stole my moment. I did see Coyotes. It was a lot of fun. I agree with everything that you said, David. I kind of thought there was a little bit of Cocaine Bear in there too. It's a fun film, and I won't tell you if Justin Long lives or not. You'll have to watch it to find out. So
Hasn't
that's,
he only survived one so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Weapons, right?
Weapons.
What's the other one? Yeah, weapons. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the odds are
I
not
was
in his
surprised
favor.
he survived, honestly.
Yeah.
Me too.
But the odds are not in his favor. But anyways.
Cool.
I think it would have
Yeah,
been
for
cool
those-
if his wife killed him. She was so mad.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. Yeah, so look for kombucha and coyotes when that comes out too. And Josh, I'll turn it back over to you.
Jumping back in. The next one is called Look Closer. It was by Tyson Edwards. You can just type in that and it'll come up. This one is just under, what is it? Just under 5 minutes long. And basically this guy is finishing up like a commissioned painting. And he like rubs his eyes because he's tired, and he opens his eyes back up, and the painting that he was painting is now like wrapped up in like, paper and has this little tag on it. And he opens or turns the tag. It says "Look Closer." He opens the paper, and it's just this black canvas with this very kind of like subdued figure in the background. A few things happen with the black canvas itself, but he manipulates it in certain ways and scratches off part of it. And there's a hidden message that says "behind you." So he turns to look behind him, and there is this terrifying entity. And again, that's all I'm going to give you because the movie ends soon after that. But this, again, production value was very good. And it was actually just a very creative idea. I haven't really seen too much in the way of like paintings being used recently. So it was just kind of a unique take on like, haunted object, I guess. But yeah, Look Closer. Definitely an interesting concept. And the design for the entity was pretty cool too. So again, under 5 minutes, easy watch, definitely worth it.
Is your YouTube feed just filled with like horror shorts?
Yep, that's about it. Literally, the amount I search for horror shorts, and obviously I can like filter it by month or whatever, but like I love them. It's like it's if I don't have time to watch like a full hour and a half, 2 hour movie, like watch 3 shorts, Aaron, do you want me to finish up my shorts list, or do you want to jump back in?
I can jump back in, then that's fine. The next one I'm going to talk about is Brute 1976, and this is directed by Marcel Waltz. It's basically about, and it's set in the 70s, as you would expect. It's about a group of youths who go out in the desert for a photo shoot, and they cross paths with a family of masked psychopaths. And things don't end well. Think Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets The Hills Have Eyes, with a little bit of comedy thrown in. Fantastic cast. I had an absolute blast with it. There's a glory hole scene that you will never forget. Make sure you watch the unrated version, let's say.
I'm so gotta catch that.
That one's out. Yeah. That's what you've all been waiting for.
My YouTube is filled with unrated glory hole stuff, so I don't.
Okay, well then this is perfect for you. There's also beheadings, chainsaws, disembowelment, a patriotic photo shoot. This movie has it all. Sarah French, Gigi Gustin, who's a big up-and-comer at the moment, Adam Bucci, and a few others. So this one's a lot of fun. Has some flaws, but I really enjoyed it. And I did get to talk with Marcel and Gigi recently, which was fantastic. And that one will post, I think, maybe next week. So stay tuned for that one. And Brute 1986 is coming out. They're planning to do one each decade. So the family we meet in 76 will be back for more. And I think that's just amazing.
Nice.
Cool. Josh, back to you.
All right, jumping back in. This is the last of my YouTube shorts. It's called The Man Who Watches. This one is under 3 minutes long, so again, very easy to get through. But basically, this guy wakes up from a nap, and he looks at his window, and there is a very strange man looking back at him. He realizes that he may not have locked all of his doors and doesn't really know who this guy is, so he runs through the house, starts like locking stuff up, gets to the front door, and hears the guy outside the front door. And instead of locking his door like a normal person, he just hides under the kitchen table. The guy then just enters as easily as could be, and that's where I'm going to leave it because, again, things happen right after that, very quick succession. But this one, it kind of had, I don't know if you guys have seen Terrified. It's a Spanish film, but that film's terrifying. This one is not as terrifying nor as good, but it kind of had that feel to it. There's a couple like very unique scares, and like I said, in about a minute's time that happen, and it definitely is a very unnerving short. So I love how much like tension
and suspense they were able to pack into such a short amount of time. And again, under 3 minutes. So if you have 3 minutes to spare and you're bored, The Man Who Watches, Sayak Company, it's definitely worth it.
Awesome.
Excellent. And I just have a few more. I'll go through these really quickly. The next one is Bad Things. It's a British film about a group of teenagers who go on a hiking trip with kind of a quirky, crazy guide. And then there's a killer that they encounter. It's kind of a fun film, smart and fun, I guess. Worth watching. I liked it. That's Bad Things. Came out in 2024. Scurry is one I just watched last night about a man and a woman who are trapped in tunnels underneath a city that is overrun with a bunch of creatures. And those creatures just may have come from the tunnels that they are trapped in. This one is a slow burn, but it's a lot of fun. Claustrophobic. The creature effects are pretty cool too. So be on the lookout for Scurry. And last one, The Cellar, also from 2024, a young girl wakes up imprisoned in an underground cellar, has no idea why she's there, and you basically go along with her as she tries to escape. She's chased by killers. She confronts these unexpected individuals. The movie really makes you think, and it has an ambiguous ending, which I really liked. And that is The Cellar, 2024. I do want to give a quick plugs for some upcoming things if I can. I'll do this quickly. The latest video I just posted is with Russell Todd from Friday the 13th Part 2, Chopping Mall, and He Knows You're Alone. He's got some new films coming out called Stiletto, The Sweetest Day, and If It Bleeds. And it was just fantastic to chat with him. Jonathan joined me recently for a live stream with Dylan Brown to talk Tahoe Joe, and we had a lot of fun. So Jonathan, I know you mentioned that already. Thanks, man. That was cool.
I enjoyed it.
Let's see. I've got, what else do I have here? And Jordan, who's on from the Movie Den, joined me recently to talk with Brandon Christensen about Night of the Reaper, which is his new Shudder film. That was awesome. So Jordan, thank you for that. That was really cool. And Tim and I talked recently with the Halloween director, Phil Clayton, and I'm wearing the shirt. Halloween.
Did he send it to you, or did you?
He did. Yeah. Did he send you one? I wasn't sure.
One?
Oh, I wasn't sure if he was going to. Well, we can share it. I'll watch it.
He's
and
not
send
on the
it-
show
send it
next.
to you.
He's not on the show anymore. He's gone.
Did
Just
you
kidding,
ever
Phil.
work that out, Phil?
Just
Yeah,
kidding,
yeah.
Phil.
Okay, I'll ask him where your shirt is.
Okay.
Gosh, I don't know. I have a few others. Josh and I did 2 interviews recently that haven't posted yet. We chatted with the director of Obaifo Project, a Spanish film. That's Paco Arasons. And just on Sunday, we talked with Nathan Basil, who was Leslie Vernon in Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. So that was
Nice.
fucking awesome, to be honest.
cool.
Ricky Umberger's coming on Friday. And I also did ZombieCon Volume 1. That's coming out soon. Kombucha's coming out. And I mentioned Group 1976. And I will stop talking. There's a lot coming on my channel, so stay tuned. And thank you guys for joining. And we'll have to do more. And if you're on and you haven't been a guest co-host, I would love to have you on for a future video.
It's a
And
ton
there
of
you go.
fun. Yes, thank you
Yes.
so much, Aaron.
Yes.
And Josh, both of you, double teaming.
To save time, too. We're
I
keeping it going.
mean, I glanced at it. I think you were both.
I don't know if we did save time, but
Just
Well,
teaming in glory holes.
technically, you had technically
glory
you had
hole,
20 minutes, and you were under that, so I know that for sure. But
okay. Well, that's a
awesome.
win. There you go.
I do have to say, I did watch Night of the Reaper based on your recommendation last time, and that movie did surprise me. So if you've got Shudder and want to check out Night of the Reaper, it's pretty basic slasher setup, and then the third act was like the third act makes or breaks a movie for me, and it made this movie. So third act made the movie for me. Yep, definitely.
There's a walkie-talkie explosion scene that I did not see coming.
I started
I won't
watching
say anything else. Yeah.
I started watching that, and then I realized what time it was, so I had to hop on here. So,
So you can get back to it when we're done. But right now, Kelsey is ready with our Halloween reads, right?
Yep. Halloween and fall reads. You guys might be able to tell if you're watching on YouTube. I freaking love Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. It's freaking just the best. I got my little candy corn headband and my pumpkin earrings. I'm all decked out because I'm not going to be here next month. But
Yeah.
I wanted to give you guys some recs though for, some fall reads, some stuff that'll put you in the spooky season mood because
Yes.
it's the best. It's the best time of year. Really, they should have made that song about Halloween, not about Christmas. But I have a
You-
very go ahead.
Yeah, I play it at this time of year, but it is a little out of place, but it is for this time.
Yeah. I have a very small stack today. It's unlike me. If you've been watching the last couple of episodes or listening to them, I freaking take up too much time. So I got a little tiny stack because I want to plug the shit out of these books. I want you guys to read these books. These books are worth it, okay? All right, so first two I want to plug are by the same author, and he's actually also a YouTuber. So his name is Cameron Chaney, and he runs the channel Library Macabre. He is fantastic. If you like old school Goosebumps, Fear Street, if you love horror movies, he talks about it all. So books and movies. Mostly he's known for, talking books, but he has lots of knowledge when it comes to movies. So not only is he a fantastic YouTuber, but he is a fantastic author as well. So we have two books here. One is a short story collection called Autumn Crow. The other is called Autumn Crow High, Fresh Hell, which is the first book of a series of books, Think Fear Street. But Fear Street set in a Halloweeny town where it's like it's Halloween 24/7, 365. Freaking yes, please take me there. Please, bitch, take me there now. All right. So, Autumn Crow, the short story collection, you don't have to read this first. You can do it in any order. It really doesn't matter. They do reference each other and they do take place in the same town, also aka the same universe. But if you are looking for fall vibes, think Ray Bradbury style with more approachable language, easier to understand language. I love Bradbury. You might be saying, are you going to talk about him tonight? No, only because I did mention him last episode with Something Wicked This Way Comes, which is also a great fall read. Like, you cannot say enough great things about Something Wicked. But the language, it is hardcore. It's flowery as hell. So, be warned going into that, but it's still worth reading. But if you want something a little bit more approachable with a freaking boatload of a dose of nostalgia, this has it. Because this one in particular, it takes place in the 90s. What more can you want? Halloween vibes taking place in the 90s. It's the greatest. It's really got everything you could want. So basically this one, we're following two girls. It's emotional. It's got great scares. It does not read YA, but technically I believe it is classified as YA, but don't let that scare you. Don't let that, throw you off or dissuade you. It's really worth it. And both of these books are on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have that service, which is a pay by month service, you can read these just from your subscription fee that you pay per month. So both of these on KU, and this one, all Halloweeny stories, but this one, it takes place at the end of the summer, but it's still fall vibes, still Halloweeny, because in the town, it's like I said, Halloween all year round. Cameron Chaney, Library Macabre, please check him out. He's fantastic. He's good people. And I guess I gotta give a disclaimer. He is a good friend of mine, but I liked his books before we became friends. So I will stake my life on this book, okay? My reputation, I'm putting it on the line, guys. I am not just freaking blowing smoke up your ass.
I'm gonna see if he can substitute for you next month.
Who, him? Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll reach out and see if he wants to drop in.
That'd be rad.
I would say I would love for him to do it, but I'll actually be at his house, so because
then you can't.
Well, I mean, unless we do it together. I mean, at his house.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
But yeah, I would still reach out to him and ask him because he's really awesome.
Will do.
All right,
because I actually have read both of those. So yeah.
And I really like them. Did you like them, Tim?
Yes, I did. I did. I don't remember them that well. I need to reread them, but
you should, because they got audiobooks now. They just released audio, and there's two special editions. Autumn Crow was just re-released as an illustrated edition. So these are two new editions, both in hardcover now available. Another book that's on KU. This one's more of a slow burn, but if you like folk horror or if you like coming of age, this one has freaking more fall vibes out the wazoo. It's great. So this is Carrick Glen by Tony Urban, and nobody talks about this book. I've only ever heard one other person talk about this. I read this last year. Freaking 5 stars, baby. 5 stars. It was so good. So like I said, be patient. If you're someone who likes action right away, this might not be, a 5-star for you. But if you don't mind character development, if you don't mind, like, kind of hanging with the vibes for a second, the second half, the folk horror really hits, in my opinion. Now, where the story goes, I knew where it was going. Did it diminish it for me? No, it did not. It was still good, trust me. I really think this one deserves so much more attention. We've got our main character. He's living in a town, and he's kind of, approaching like teenage years, and they're going to start putting an age limit on trick-or-treating, which is like freaking, why would they do that? It's heinous. It's horrible. But anyway, so it's going to be his last year trick-or-treating, and he wants to make it the best year ever. He's got his group of friends. It's very much about how much he loves and adores Halloween, but also, the regular coming-of-age stuff, dealing with growing up, dealing with liking, this new girl who comes to town, and they all decide to go to the adjacent town, Carrot Glen, for Halloween to make it extra special because it's supposed to have great trick-or-treating and yada yada. But it might not be all what it seems. It might not be safe to go there. So yeah, give this one a shot, guys. It's on KU, just like Cameron Chaney's books. This one's there as well, and it has an audiobook available if you like audiobooks too. So those are the books I have read. I know this is kind of a short segment for me. So you're like, what the hell's going on with Kelsey? Is she ill? I'm fine. I do want to shout out one other cool book I have not read yet, but it seems really cool. So this literally just came out, also on Kindle Unlimited, so you can just go and check it out from your Kindle Unlimited library. It is called The 31st Trick-or-Treater by Ben Farthing. And the cool thing about this, it is meant to be read a day at a time all throughout October. So there's 31 chapters, and there's apparently a Facebook group where everyone's reading it together day by day as you go through the month of October. I just think that concept is so freaking cool. There's also another book that people read a chapter a day, A Night in the Lonesome October. That one by Roger Zelazny, I believe it is. That one's really good too, but this one was written to be read, a chapter a time at every day in October. So I just think it's very unique, very cool. And the premise is basically like, last Halloween, 30 trick-or-treaters vanished. This October, they're coming back one by one each day of the month, but every child carries the same chilling warning. Something is returning on the 31st. Bob has never stopped searching for his daughter. Now, as the shadows of Halloween grow longer, he must face the darkness that stole her before it takes everything again. The 31st Trick-or-Treater is a Halloween Advent novel, 31 nights, 31 chapters, and one final nightmare waiting on Halloween.
That sounds real interesting.
Yeah, so that's all of the books I have. Total fall vibes. Please, please take my advice, especially Carrot Glen and Autumn Crow High Fresh Hell. Those are all, in my opinion, underread books. I think they deserve more attention, more love. You can't find more Halloween-y books unless you look to Ray Bradbury, in my opinion. So truly worth checking out, and you're supporting indie authors. And I just think it's worth it to give it a shot. And last thing, if you're looking for an event to join for Halloween time, I am running an online event. It's free. It's open to everybody. There's a badass Discord. Not everyone likes Discord. Take a chance because I am showing watch parties all freaking month long. We just showed Sleepwalkers, and it was so much fun and so ridiculous and so bonkers and so ridiculously bad. We loved it. We had a great time. And we show the movie. You don't have to rent it and sync up. You literally just go into our voice channel. We play it for you. You watch along. We all chat in the little text chat. The Discord's a really fun place. Everyone's sharing what they're reading, watching, doing. It's an event that's very flexible. You could do any elements, all the elements, some of the elements, whatevs. Join us. Halloween-a-thon is what it's called, and you can find the announcement video and more details on my channel. And you can join anytime in October, but join on the 1st if you want, which is tomorrow. Whatevs.
I love that. Thank you. Great recommendations as always. I need to get back on I need to reread Autumn Crow High, right?
It's good. Yeah, Autumn Crow High is the standalone, the first of the series, not the short story collection. So Autumn Crow High, very emotional, but also really great imagery, especially when it comes to like the gore and the horror. There's some good stuff in there.
I need to reread that one because it's been a minute, but I remember enjoying the setting quite a bit. So thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we will miss you next month while you're out hanging out with your author buddies, having fun.
We're going to be doing so much Halloween-y stuff, but I will still miss you guys. But I'm going to be living my best freaking Halloween-y life, but I will I will pretend like you guys are with me.
Awesome. So the moment GC has been itching for.
Dude, I've been dying. Oh man, it's been hours.
I've been watching him slowly get twitchy over here during this stream.
Dude, I've been waiting for guys. I've been waiting for this for years. I think. Well, let me ask first of all. I want to see a show of hands. How many people like A Nightmare on Elm Street? Let me see those hands. There we go. There we go. All right, perfect.
I gotta say,
He's hidden behind the logo.
He's just hiding. I see his shirt. That's all I see.
There, I'll hide myself behind the logo there. I'm missing.
Don't you dare, Tim.
Jessica Lacey said she was going to be here for this, and I haven't seen it in the chat.
I do see some hands in the chat, so that's
all right.
awesome.
Yeah,
All right, so
yep,
we have some
go for it.
fans because I don't want to bore you guys. If you don't want to hear about it, it's no big deal. But Kelsey, first of all, guys, go join her Discord for the love of God. Like, if Kelsey tells you to join her Discord, go ahead and join.
Thank you. You don't really have
Kelsey,
to.
you're awesome.
Oh no, thank you. I won't kill you if you don't join my Discord, but I think you'll like it and have fun. So, like, you're safe if you don't, but you might as well just
For
join.
legal purposes, she won't.
Listen, I don't know how to read, but you got us wanting to read those books.
There we go.
I'm telling you, anybody can read. Reading's fun. You just got to give it a little chance and find what you like.
Yeah, Josh. No, I'm kidding.
I'm definitely going to buy those physicals. I don't like reading digital. I'm going to buy the physicals.
There we go. Support, guys. Listen, we got to support physical books, right? Physical movies, physical everything. I want to start off. I'm going to give you guys an appetizer before we get to the main course. The first thing I want to start off with, Kelsey, I think you're going to be proud. I'm going to be showing off a few books here. And these in particular, the reason I picked these up, obviously I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. It's my favorite horror franchise of all time. But I wanted to get more educated, right? I want to learn more about what went behind the scenes, the magic that went into making these stories, these movies, all that good stuff. So I just recently found both these books used. I found Nightmare Autopsies, A Return to Elm Street on Amazon for a few bucks. And these are the people that published the book Taking Shape, which is a Halloween book, and then two other books along with the one I'm gonna show off now. But this pretty much just goes into detail with every single movie for Nightmare on Elm Street, along with a ton of cool pictures. They are black and white, so it's gonna feel even more nostalgic. But just some stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys too much, but I wanted to recommend this because obviously for the main course I'm gonna show you guys, it doesn't come with a booklet, unfortunately. And around here we love booklets.
We love the booklets.
We love them, supporting the booklets. So this had to go along with that. But I also want to show off this one because Freddy vs. Jason is freaking awesome. I mean, two iconic horror guys like just going at it and just funny, entertaining, amazing. I mean, they made horror history with this. So I decided to pick up this book, Slash of the Titans. And this has to do with the whole road to Freddy vs. Jason. It talks about all the different scripts that went into it. Just got this a few days ago, so I haven't had a chance to get into it, but it came highly recommended. So I wanted to bring these two up. And now there's one more book.
Beyond proud, by the way. That's on my TBR. You are amazing.
Yes.
Tell us about your next book.
Well, so this one, this is written by a guy named Timothy James. Amazing guy. You may or may not know him. He runs a little show called The Dread Broadcast once a month. I don't know. Average reviews.
I have no idea who he is, man.
Guys, look him up because this guy's amazing. Make sure to subscribe and support him.
And it's not my last name, so
and just go by Tim. Just look up Tim, and you're gonna see him. He's gonna be one of the first. He's one of the coolest ones out there. But he wrote this amazing book.
Look at my babies.
And I gotta say, I'm halfway through still. Amazing story. Love this book. And I
wondered how far you've gotten.
Dude, wait, we got Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan's got both of my
There
books.
we go. Aaron,
and Kelsey's holding it too.
I do too, but they're upstairs. So
Damn
it,
imagine
Aaron.
I'm holding them up.
I love you guys so much.
I still have to buy them.
I'm going to start crying.
I haven't forgot. I still got to buy them.
Listen, guys, if you don't have one of these books, me and Tim, we've actually partnered. This is the first time we're announcing it. We're doing a giveaway. And not only do you get this copy right here that I'm holding, so,
GC has touched it.
I've touched it. I've held it. I've hugged it. I've cried over it.
Essence
But
of DC.
there's also a little message there. So
Nice.
Tim has signed this book. We're going to be giving it away. I might be announcing it within the next few days on my Instagram, but it should be pretty easy. Just make sure to follow Dread Broadcast, Adage Reviews, myself, and then probably within a week, we'll pick a winner live
Yeah.
and just get that to you before Halloween so you can start spooky season right. You know, bunch of Halloweenies out there. Get a little
You heard it
wild.
here first.
Now, last but not least, let me finally, because I've only been waiting for this for like the last 10 years.
Do you have the tape pre-cut?
No, we're gonna do it.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
guys, it's gonna be an experience. Like, I want you guys to make sure to turn up the volume a little bit because you're gonna hear the knife cutting through the box. I mean, you're gonna hear the tears coming out of the eyes. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna put
Oh,
this.
yeah,
We're gonna put this full screen there.
We have
Oh,
a box
cool.
here,
Look
this
at that.
gigantic thing.
Great.
All right, so let me get the mic close by.
JC, AC, and Mark.
Don't cut yourself.
We've got a bleeder.
Gonna slash that box.
All right. See what we got here.
There should be a drum roll somehow.
You know, Tim, damn it.
Oh,
There we go.
We've got the drum roll.
Oh, look! Yay, Jonathan.
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Another box.
Another box.
Dun, dun, dun.
What the hell?
The Russian nesting dolls of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Guys, I swear to God, if there's like box within a box, we're gonna be here all night.
Hopefully they didn't send you the Friday the 13th box.
Jordan, how many boxes did yours have?
Sorry, it should be the next one. Which I will say, for Amazon, that's impressive.
Yeah, this is incredible, guys. I need to look at this.
Is there
Yeah.
another box?
I feel like I'm in the movie Seven right now. Like I'm just gonna open it, and it's gonna be like Robert Englund in here. Oh my God!
Here we go. We'll do it again. Yeah.
Hey.
Beautiful. It's like witnessing a birth.
There we go,
Looks heavy. Very, very hefty.
guys.
Oh wow.
Look at this. Oh, let's focus.
Texture.
There we go. Look at that. That, my friends, is incredible.
That is
You could actually feel that. It's not just a drawing or anything. Man, this is absolutely... Jordan, is this what it felt like yesterday?
Oh, just keep going.
Oh, my God.
It gets better.
Oh, man. I don't even want to taint this. I don't even want to open it with my dirty little oily hands. All right. We got to give the people what they want. Wow, this is crazy.
This is our first unboxing on the show. Just making verbal acknowledgement of that, record of that.
Just a record,
Look at
guys.
that.
First Dread
Oh,
broadcast
wow.
unboxing.
Cool.
That's a
awesome.
pretty sweet box, dude.
Dude, that-
looks awesome.
I don't say
Is-
that. I don't say that very often, but that's a nice box.
I'm not a steel book type of guy, but I mean,
So sorry.
damn. Look at that. Like, are you kidding me? Where is it? Nope, wrong side here. There we go. There she is. All right, let's go ahead and take off the little shirt, the little protective shirt that it's wearing here.
Oh,
Let's see here.
striptease.
Just take it off. Just be gentle. Just gentle. Oh my God! Here we go.
Oh,
Wow,
my-
you could smell the chemicals of this being printed. Oh, all right. Let's see here. Let's start with the
Yo, it's the
first
cover
one.
art of the OG. Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
that cover art's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
this scene is incredible. All right, let's take a look at the discs here. We got our 4K. Hey, you know what?
You only
Actually,
got 10 minutes, GC. I'm just kidding.
Tim, let's do something. Let's do a little something for the people watching. Let's do a quick little giveaway, huh?
Oh, you're giving away some codes?
I might give away. You know what? For whoever hasn't seen Nightmare on Elm Street, which is shame on you, first of all. This has been around since
Yeah.
1984. We're gonna give away the first one on 4K, so that way you guys could enjoy it and get the addiction going, and then you can watch the rest of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold this up. take a picture of that, write it down, memorize it.
Write it down really fast.
Just super fast. And then let us know in the comments whoever gets it. Alexander, I see your comment. I couldn't agree more.
Wait, GC, did you say you're only giving away the first one?
Yeah. Or
That's
whatever.
all of them. That's all of them.
Oh, well then go for
That's
it. Because I don't, there you go. Because I don't watch digital.
All the
like,
movies in
Tilt,
one.
get the whole
They just got
set.
all of them.
Nice.
Guys, you just got all of them live. There we go. I hear a pen clicking. But anyway, so yeah, that's the first one here. Let me go through really quick. I don't want to hold up too much because I know Jordan's up next. And he's got always a bunch of cool stuff to show off. Got the second one here.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Dude, this is so sick. And it's crazy because you can't even see. Like, it just doesn't do it justice. I will say, I wish the back wasn't. It's kind of interesting because the front's color and then the back's like black and white. So it's a little interesting. And we got.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
I love the way her hair is his nose. I love it. It's so good. You see that?
Let me see here. I'm trying to find. So one of them guys actually has a 3D glasses. So I'm trying to see which one. I'm trying to remember. Completely forgot.
Sixth
Be Freddy's Dead.
one. Yeah.
Yep. You'll like the Freddy's Dead Steelbook when it gets out there.
All right. Damn.
Yep. Part 5.
That's beautiful. Man. I'm gonna have to freaking get a whole other shelving system just to shove this thing in there. Oh man.
Look at that.
There's Freddy's Dead. Yeah.
Damn.
Love the intro of that one.
Jesus.
There were some good songs on that soundtrack.
Oh man.
Mm.
Is there only one pair of glasses? Like, damn, we've got into that part in society where we're just watching movies alone now, huh guys? We're all just alone.
Yeah.
Well, we got one pair of glasses.
Hey, I prefer that to when they tried to push 3D TVs on us.
You don't, Tim. Don't you talk like that? Those TV.
Oh, I'm going to talk like
TVs
that.
Those TVs were amazing. All right, you never. I've never seen Avatar like I've seen it on 3D.
The
Oh.
New Nightmare. Very
Look
cool.
at that.
Freaking gorgeous. Damn. But yeah, that's it, guys. Man, been waiting forever for this thing.
I
But
feel
no, go ahead. What was the question?
we just experienced a special moment with you.
Dude, it's it's incredible. I'm a little like I'm just taken back because we were all so worried about what they were going to do with this box set, and the fact that they didn't. Like, I mean, it's the sweaters, the iconic sweater, and then the fact that you have all this cool stuff here, like you feel everything. Like, it just feels so damn real. Like, I love how dark it is. It's incredible. And even the small detail, I'll show that real quick on the spine. Let me see if I could, my stupid face. It's just keep zooming into
Tilt
me.
to your right, maybe. Light on it.
Right there. You could actually see the number of each movie, but with the way they did it, it's pretty cool. It's just like, it's like 1, 2, and then slash. Then it looks so incredible. Like it's the amount of detail that went into this is very awesome. Definitely worth it. I already have the shitty Blu-ray set, so I went with this one from Amazon. It was definitely worth it because to spend 200 and something, I was able to redeem to go. Hell yeah!
Hunter got the code.
No,
Hunter, there you go, man. Dude, Halloween, I expect you to message me on Instagram and let me know that you watched all of them on 4K and that they were all amazing.
If nobody got it, I was going to message you after the show and ask for it.
Dude, wait, you know what? Well, you know what? Hold on. You never know. It's Jordan's turn. He might get crazy and give away all of them
Who
as well. I
knows?
don't know. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But
All right.
Did you show them the top of the box? You didn't show that.
Oh, the
box. There you go. It's all embossed.
look at.
Oh, look at that.
I wish you guys could feel this.
Hey.
You don't
hold
get
on.
that on. You don't
You
get
could-
that on digital. Oh yeah.
You could hear it. We're not just visual people here. You guys get to hear everything.
Auditory.
It's gonna get wild. That's right.
You did describe the scent as well. We're all about the senses.
Dude, it's like this chemical, like intoxicating, like 4K scent. Oh man, I don't even. It's just I feel a little lightheaded. I'm seeing some spots. It's fantastic. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. We got some books. We're doing a giveaway.
So cool.
Make sure to get into this one. This book's amazing. Go support Tim, and if you don't win, I swear to God, if you don't buy this book, just go buy it. Support him.
I just have to say thank you, all of you who are supporting my book. But I know it's small potatoes, but this has been my most read month ever on Kindle Unlimited. Period. So I'm looking at I'm really close to like, well, already broke a record, but it doubled in last week, and I was like, holy crap! So it's awesome. Thank you guys. But Jordan, you're up next, right?
Yeah, man.
Give the people what they want.
So I've got four physical media releases I want to talk about, and since we talked about The Him, which is found footage, I'm going to start off with the found footage one that released this month, and it is an Arrow release. That this is actually a Shudder original, so if you guys have Shudder, you can watch it. But we got Deadstream.
Oh,
this is actually directed by a husband and wife, Joseph and Vanessa Winter, starring Joseph Winter as he's the main character in this film, and it's about how he is a YouTube sensation influencer, and he is known for doing extreme kind of pranks, and he finds himself into some trouble, and he gets canceled, loses all of his subscribers, loses all of his sponsorships, and so he is slowly building it back up. Well, he decides what he's going to do is one night, the entire night, he's going to go to a haunted house, live stream it, and lock himself in. So this is a horror comedy, and he makes dumb decision after dumb decision for the stream. He locks himself in and throws the keys somewhere. When he pulls up in his car to try and keep himself from driving away if he's scared, he pulls the spark plugs out, throws it into the woods, and it's just about him trying to spend one night in this haunted house. There's a scene where a crazed YouTube fan shows up at this house to join him, and it gets a little wacky there. But this is a lot of fun. Arrow Video put this out, so there it is right there. It's got some good little scares. But like I said, it's a horror comedy, so it's definitely light fun. And there's a little intro that the directors do for this film, and it kind of sets the tone of what you're getting yourself into. The kind of comedy that Joseph Winter is, that he gives in this movie, it's really good. I highly recommend this one. I had a lot of fun. It's not like an excellent, like, this is like Oscar-worthy type stuff. This is just a fun movie to put on and have a good laugh. So I definitely recommend this one.
It's so good. I love when he puts the camera on the Slim Jim and calls it the meat stick cam.
The meat stick cam. Yep, and he makes a joke about duct tape fixes everything. So he duct tape here, and there's a scene with a growing elongated finger. That's all I'm going to say. You have to watch the movie. It's kind of nasty.
It's a fun watch.
Yeah, it's fun. This next one, kind of took the physical media world by storm when this released. Sony put this out, and we've got Tom Savini's 1990s The Night of the Living Dead. This is just released brand new on 4K from Sony Pictures, and I mean, original artwork. It looks great. The back, there you go. You've got the girl, and inside you got the 4K and the Blu-ray. One I will say, if you guys are all about transfers and everything, excellent. They did such a good job with this. Really, really impressed. But I think what impressed me the most with this release is you obviously getting what they're calling the uncensored cut, which was 70. Tom Savini says 70% of what he intended, because a lot of the stuff didn't even really get shot, or for legal purposes didn't even got shot but couldn't be released. Which unfortunately the scene that he talks about would have been really, really cool in the movie. But like they changed the opening to black and white to better to have a nod to the original 1968 film. But if you guys haven't seen, I'm sure most of you have seen this, but it's basically a modern remake, Tom Savini effects on the zombies, and Barbara has a much more important role in this than just the dimwit in the movie, unfortunately. And she has this kind of Sarah Connor type of arc in the film, and I think it's really cool. But also what I think is great with this, and I think more studio labels need to be doing this and need to take note, is the special features with this. They brought back Barbara for an interview. I don't remember if the Tom Savini one was an older one, but I believe it's the first time that it's ever been released to people. And it is, it's an incredible, there's also a brand new audio commentary. If you guys are big into audio commentaries, great. And it's, you learn a lot. And of course you learn, Tom Savini, this was a very troubled shoot. He was dealing with a divorce at the time. So there's a lot going on, but even though this is what he says, 70% of his envisioned take of this film, I still think it's an incredible movie. Lots of new gore scenes. There's a head explosion in this one they added. So really cool stuff with this.
Cool,
If you guys have the chance to pick this up, which I hope Sony releases more, I would definitely get this.
Okay.
These next two are really, really cool. I'm going to start with this one. So there's a company called Vice Press. They're based out of UK, and they have a series of releases they do called the Film Vault. They released 2. This is number, what are we at here? 9 and 10. I'm actually going to show you them backwards. We'll start with number 10. This just came out, and these are really cool. So they released The Poltergeist.
Oh,
right
it's
here.
one of my favorite movies.
So they're all numbered right here. And so if you open this up, it's really cool. So you got that, some new artwork. And the artwork that Vice Press did for this is so cool. So of course you have that. On the back, it's a numbered release. You got the tree. What's really cool is when you open this, opens up to the film static, the TV static right there. This is, and then in this, it's like an envelope. If I can get this out, hold on, guys. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not gonna, go through all that because that is very hectic and hard to get back in. But I think the steelbook artwork that they do for these are just incredible. So
yeah,
there's that steelbook you got, and then of course on the back. How can we forget the clown?
it's so good.
And then, so there's that. The last one I'm going to show you guys today. Let me get this back in here. This is one of my favorite films. I do love The Poltergeist. They focused a lot in horror for this release. So this one, I want to show you guys. This is number 9, is The Shining. So they did Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and I think this artwork is just a masterpiece, right? Jack Torrance overlooking the maze right there. And we'll go ahead and take this off so you guys can see it. On the back, you have his typewriter, and you guys are really gonna, if you like this movie, you're really gonna like this. Open this up, you have basically what he wrote right there. Just the whole scene. I always forget what it says. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So right there. And again, that's the same thing. It's as the Poltergeist with the TV static is just an envelope that has postcards. It's got a couple posters and stuff. So there is that. But the steelbook is really what sets it off for me, right there. So there's that. The back, red rum, and then there is, you actually get disc art, new disc art for this release rather than the other ones that have been come out in the past. So there you go. And that is everything that I am showing you guys today. Also, I forgot to mention on the other one, the artwork for the steelbook continues on with the inside of the
Jeez.
So,
Oh my gosh.
I know. Go ahead. Sorry.
I hate how much I want that.
I want the shit out of that. Like, I want the shit out of that.
Hey, I will say though, you see something like
That's my
this.
favorite movie. Oh my god.
Yeah. You're talking about it, showing it off, and I'm on my other screen, like shopping where I can find it.
Well,
and then having a heart attack. At
Yeah,
the price, but
It goes up in Monster Mall tomorrow.
Well,
Hey,
there you go.
hey.
Go there. You know,
Both
and I
of
was
them.
saying though, I feel like for what you're getting, if you're comparing, I mean, this is close to, I would argue, like a Manta Lab, or if you guys know what that is, this is close to that and nowhere near the price. So I mean, you can kind of justify it that way.
Yeah,
So,
those are beautiful sets.
yeah.
Beautiful sets.
So that's all I have to show with you guys. I did want to mention, Kelsey, you inspired me from the last broadcast. You talked about on your Discord, you're doing like the map game, board games, or something like that. So what I did is, if you guys want to join or be a part of it, I created it's a calendar, 31 days of Halloween horror movie watch list. So it's on. I have a YouTube video about it where I talk about I showcase what we're going to be watching. There's a printout if you guys want to print out and join with me. So we're starting tomorrow night with Hocus Pocus. So if anybody wants to join in on that, that is available. But that's what I've got for you guys.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jordan.
Yeah.
That was excellent. So now we have Monster Mall themselves here to tell us a little bit more about your online store, what we can expect to find there soon, what's maybe our last chance to get from you. What have you guys got for us? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This is really cool. So we're really glad to be a part of it. We're super excited. I'm Alex.
Jess.
That's Jess. We've been doing Monster Mall for a little over a year now. So we're still really small. We're still kind of new to the game. It's like Orbit or Grindhouse or those companies. We do a lot of new release horror movies, a lot of boutique label horror movies. We do a lot of pre-owned movies. We have like a trade-in program that we do. So you can submit something online to us. We'll give you a store credit or a cash offer, and we'll resell it if it's in good condition, pre-owned. Usually boutique label titles, Arrow, Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, that kind of thing. So
I love that.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, hey, me too. Because it helps. This whole philosophy is we wanted to sort of help foster the physical media community, not just, it's not just like, oh, we sell movies. Like, it was more about creating a community or helping grow the community. So I feel like getting into pre-owned was sort of a way to, instead of those things getting thrown up on eBay or whatever, Goodwill, like they get sort of given back to the collectors who want them. And we try to keep our prices pretty low and our margins pretty thin to reflect that. But a lot of good. I did want to point out some really good releases that this past month and this upcoming month. Those Film Vault editions are so cool. So cool. Those just showed up. They're still sitting in the box. So we are planning on having those up tomorrow. We have both The Shining and Poltergeist going up. So do keep an eye out for those. Should have those up tomorrow. Let's see. September obviously had, the Night of the Living Dead, which is a whole thing for people to try to get
Just move
copies
past
of.
it. Move past it.
Same with Nightmare on Elm Street. It's been a whole thing for people. We should have some Nightmare on Elm Streets coming by the end of the month from the UK version, which is, I think, identical to the US version, except the sleeve around the outside is the ratings logos. So we should have some Nightmare on Elm Street box sets coming, provided our distributor can actually get them to us in time. We should have some of those, but wait and see. That should be towards the end of the month, towards Halloween. We'll put those up. Deadstream was great. I'm super glad you pointed that out. We did have that. We just sold that. We had a huge sale last week, and we sold out of a ton of stuff. But Arrow had a ton of great additions this past month. Deadstream was one of them. Spawn was another. If anybody picked that up, it's horror adjacent. It's not quite horror.
Okay.
But boy, was I super glad to see Spawn get a nice, gorgeous 4K restoration from Arrow. Big fan of that movie. I happened to have sitting up here Creepshow 2. If anyone picked that up, was another nice big hard box set from Arrow, which I love this movie. I'm super glad to finally have a 4K copy to sit on my shelf next to Creepshow 1. I think Creepshow 2 is super underrated. But September was a great month. I'm super looking forward to October. We Return of the Living Dead from Arrow, the UK import version. That's coming out. Scream Factory did it in the US, but an Arrow version is coming out. Another nice big deluxe hard box set. They're also doing In the Mouth of Madness. And, there's some more things coming out in October. But it escapes me at the moment. What else, honey?
Oh, where are we going to be out in October?
Oh, wait,
come hang out with us?
come meet us. Come say hello. We're going to be in Scarefest in Lexington at the Scarefest Con. We got a booth. We're setting up a booth. That's in 3 weeks, I think. So we're getting ready for that. We're trying to get all this stuff shipped out from this past order, and we're gearing up for a con. So things are crazy hectic at Monster Mall HQ, as we say. So that's pretty exciting. So yeah, that's what we got.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you also for providing tonight's giveaway.
Yeah.
So providing tonight's. Let
Yeah,
me
dude,
blow you.
oh my God.
Let me blow you back up. Let's show that again.
Oh yeah,
So
there
we
it
can
is.
get. All right,
That's the films release. There you go. So get the glare. It is a UK port, but it is region free. It has a 4K and UHD Blu-ray and a standard Blu-ray, both of which are region free naturally. It is the UK version. It is slightly censored to remove some of the animal cruelty. Some people like that. Some people don't like that. It is currently the only 4K edition out there, but it has like 2 or 3 seconds of actual on-screen animal deaths missing. So
I'm in
there you
favor
go.
of that personally, but
I like that. I'm usually not one for like film censorship or whatever, but if it's removing actual animal deaths, I'm kind of okay with it. I'm okay. It's
that one made
nice
me
to have
uneasy.
that out there.
Yep. So should we do this giveaway now? Should I announce who won it?
Let's do it.
So I have been following along in the chat to see who dropped their here that they were present for this, and who actually went through on social media and followed some of the rules. And I wish I had. Well, I don't want to pull up their Instagram. That seems a little weird. I won't do that. So I will say who dropped it in there. Oh, actually, we're going to do that as Jonathan and I read us out. So, but I have picked out the winner. So
it's me. Thanks.
Yeah. So, Jonathan, are we ready to read out? That was it, everybody. This is our shortest episode yet, guys. So, really? I think a couple of things are happening here. We have a lot of the same cast, and so we're very comfortable now, and I love that. And we just know what we're doing, so it's great after a bumpy start there. But
that was awesome.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, I was. All right, Jonathan, you ready?
Okay.
Yep. Are you ready?
No, I wasn't. Okay.
Oh.
And all right, so that is going to do it for tonight's round here at the Dread Broadcast.
So, before we close the tab, let's get to the part we've all been waiting for our giveaway. Huge thanks to Monster Mall Shop for teaming up with on this one and being guests tonight. And tonight's winner is...
On Instagram, known as Fake Voorhees 1. So at Fake Voorhees, if you won, if you see this, get in touch. We'll also shoot you a message. You won. So congratulations on that. So we will be reaching out to you to get you your prize. Probably us and Monster Mall will contact you. So, yeah. Maybe we can arrange some more giveaways in the future. It's awesome. We had a digital code giveaway today. We had a physical copy giveaway today. This has been an awesome episode. The pub definitely takes care of the regulars. So thank you.
So we can't shut the doors without raising a glass to the incredible crew that pulled up with us tonight. Kelsey from Super Kicking It and Slimes and Slashers.
Thanks for having me, you guys. I always love being here. You guys are the best. Horror community is like where it's at. Like, we got to stick together, and I don't know. We're the weirdos, mister, but we're the cool weirdos. I mean, who wants to be normal, right? I don't. And if you're looking for that Discord that GC said that you should join, I'm giving you the option. GC says, do it! But I kind of agree. That is on my announcement video on my channel, Slime and Slashers. Just look for the Halloween-a-thon 2025 announcement video. The link will be in the description of that video to the Discord. So, also it's on my Instagram linked bio. So, Yeah.
I was gonna say it's in your link tree because that's how I just
Yes.
joined it. So
Yes. But seriously, we're gonna have tons of fun watch parties like Jordan was talking about. I love that I inspired you, Jordan. So thank you for showing movies too, because I think that's pretty badass.
No, thank you.
Community. So thanks again, guys.
Heck yeah, thanks, Kelsey. And then, of course, got a big thanks to Josh from Horribly Opinionated.
Yes, I don't have any cool events coming up like Kelsey, but obviously
you have
love
your
to-
podcast.
Yeah, that's coming up. That is coming up, actually.
Yeah,
It's- Thank you, Tim. Just to always love talking horror with you guys, and hope to be back for more.
And tell us the name of the podcast again so we can find it when it's ready.
Yes, it's the Grave Podcast, Apple, Spotify, all the big ones. It's on there.
Yeah.
Nice. And then, of course, it's always a pleasure to have Aaron from Aaron's Movies 8587 and AB4 Movies.
Yes, awesome. Happy to be here, guys. And I forgot to mention, GC joined me recently for an interview with Christopher Bickle. We talked about his brand new crazy-ass film called Pater Noster. I mentioned it last time, but it actually is now live on my channel if you want to check it out. Very happy to be here. This has been an absolute blast. Thank you guys for doing all this. And it's nice to meet everybody, especially the new folks who are out this time.
Sweet. And we definitely appreciate the contributions from Jordan at the Movie Den.
Hey, yeah, thank you for having me on again. It was a lot of fun, guys. As far as stuff coming up for me, I do a monthly live stream where it's called Fear by Year, where we go over 1 year at a time every month, and we go over 6 horror films that really was known for that year. And you could check it now. It's live, and it is on Spotify podcast. I don't promote that one as much, but it's there if you guys want. We did the year 1980 with Christian from Planet ZHH, covered 6 films from 1980. So you guys can go check that out. And then if you guys want, go download that calendar, and you can join me for my 31 days of Halloween watch list.
Awesome. And then, of course, we've got David from Journey with a Cinephile, who we just recorded an episode with for our upcoming 13 Nights of Halloween for the average reviews.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. I'm glad everything kind of lined up.
Yeah.
Right on. And then great having first-timers Bethany and Timmy from Aliens on Fire with us.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having us. So we will be flying our spaceship over to Eureka. That's why I need a book here.
I'll let you finish.
Eureka Springs, Arkansas. What were you gonna say?
Yes.
Okay, for Nightmare in the Ozarks, because we are going to be meeting Adrian Toffe of Be My Cat. We actually interviewed him on our channel, and it's a film festival where he's going to be. It's going to be the world premiere of We Put the World to Sleep.
Yes.
Which is his next movie. And we're going to be meeting him, and it's going to be from October 22nd to the 25th. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know when any of that will be shared on the channel, but we're excited about doing it.
Yeah.
And, but on the channel, we got kind of, we went down a Hocus Pocus rabbit hole, and we got a Hocus Pocus video coming up. And
we're going to be creating something related to Hocus Pocus.
We're getting into crafts and using sharp objects, which is just brilliant.
Awesome.
Anyway, so that's what we have coming up.
Sounds fun.
Well, I wanted to mention, because I just got reminded of this when Dude Man was showing off the Shining stuff. I don't know if anybody's heard this, but Shelley Duvall, rest in peace, they are auctioning off all of her belongings like sometime in like the next month or so, and it includes a lot of Shining bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Her like actual physical script, things like that. So if you've got money to burn on The Shining, that would be, I think, also some good
Something
physical.
that people would be interested in.
Some other physical collector's items might be in there.
Yeah.
Right on. And it's good to have you back again, Kevin, from I Am Kevin Davis Official.
Yeah, it's glad to be back, guys. And you can find me on Instagram at I Am Kevin Davis Official. You can find my books and comics at kevinside.com. And you can also find my podcast on kevinside.com and YouTube at Kevinside Entertainment.
Sweet. And, of course, big thanks to Monster Mall Shop for sponsoring tonight's primary giveaway. You guys rock.
Thanks for having us. We've been trying to get on here for a while. We had to reschedule last minute last episode. So it's super cool to be on here. This was a lot of fun, super cool vibes. So really appreciate y'all having us. Check us out at monstermall.com or Monster Mall Shop on Instagram as well. And come see us in Lexington in a couple of weeks, Lexington Garrett Fest. Bring your copy of Night of the Living Dead. Have Tom Savini sign it. Bring that Nightmare on Elm Street steelbook. I think Robert Englund will be there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
don't get me excited.
We have like 50 guests plus like whole cast. Like I'm excited to see Monster Squad. Sorry.
Yeah, everybody from
Monster Squad.
Reanimator. It's gonna be the Marvel
right?
Monster Squad reunion. It's gonna be great. It's a super cool con.
Awesome. So, and thank you, massive thank you to our special guest who is not with us right now, but Tyler Russell, for pulling back the curtain on The Him. We can't wait for the rest of the world to see it, and for Jonathan to go to the premiere in the building of the film.
Yeah, it's gonna be super awesome. And most importantly, thank you, every single one of you, for watching live, chiming in, dropping comments, or catching the replay. You make this After Hours pub worth showing up for.
And speaking of showing up, we have October coming, and this is the truth. October is a big month for horror. Every channel, every creator, and every feed has its own way of throwing a party on Halloween night.
Which means we're still figuring out what our October round is going to look like. Could be a big bash, could be smaller, more intimate pint at the bar. Either way, the lights will come on when it's time, and you'll know where to find us.
Until then, if there is a creator, a filmmaker, or a voice you'd love to see join us here at the pub, drop their name in the comments. We're always looking to pull up new chairs to the table.
So that's the last call for September, folks. Until next time, the door is always open, the glasses never stay empty for long, and the stories keep rolling.
Cheers, everyone. We will see you soon.
Boosh.